Welcome back, YouTube. Sorry it's been so long. Hopefully you can see me okay. Wow, you can almost see too much, I think. How's that? Perfect. Okay, we gotta go because I've got so much stuff to do today. Okay, so I've got 4 minutes. Let's see how much we can get done. This is another one of my experience videos, as you probably saw from the title. This is not a how to track video, okay? Let me make that perfectly clear. This is not how to, this is how I track and why I track. This is my experience with tracking, and if you want to copy me, that's fine, but if you just want to see what I do, that's fine too. I just tried to update my phone and it said it can't do it. Okay, anyway. So, you're gonna see my screen there, okay? And then we'll go from there. So, MyFitnessPal. If you've never used it, probably quite overwhelming. If you've never tracked before, probably quite overwhelming. You're probably like, what the heck? Like, in hindsight, I'm just like, tracking's easy. Why doesn't everyone do it? But I totally get why people struggle with it, why people don't want to do it, because if you've never done it before, it would be awful, like completely awful. And it's quite a lot to take in, a lot to learn, like a lot of new information. You know, if you were to start Googling this kind of stuff, there's a lot of information on the web, on the World Wide Web. There's a lot of information on social media and the internet that is conflicting, that is wrong, that is just like, you know, all over the shop. So what I would say is, if you've never tracked before, be careful what you listen to. Don't take everything fully like as 100% fact, because everything is individual. If something works for some person, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Okay, so you know, just try things out. You know, listen to different points of views. Don't just stick with one way and just like that's it, because that might not work for you. Okay, so MyFitnessPal. I'm not going to show you yesterday because yesterday was bad. Okay, let me show you a good day. Okay, that's a good day. Not bad. I shouldn't say bad. What time is it? Okay, cool. The first thing that I do is I set a goal, right? Wow, you just want to see every single detail on there. That's fine. This is my goal. So right now I've got my calories 2,200, carbohydrates 275, protein 138, fat 61. Okay, you can change these, but it has to equal the percentage because we only have the little one, right? The free one, not the little one, the free one, which is fine. Just get the free one. Don't bother getting the premium. So I want to aim for over 100 grams of protein a day. Fats, keep them kind of low. They need to be at least over 40, I think, for me. And yeah, if I have a low fat, I can have more carbs, right? So I wouldn't stress too much about that, but that's what I do. And then if I go over or under, it's fine, because I go more by my weekly anyway. Then meal-wise, I usually track things like as they are, like here, cottage cheese, avocado, like if my meal, boom, 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 boom. But another thing that I do is say the day after, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have the same exact lunch as yesterday. I will just go copy from date and then copy that meal, and then it will just go straight in there, which is perfect because I eat a lot of the same meals. And obviously you can adjust it anyway. I usually track after I've eaten, just to keep track, because I won't remember by the end of the day. You can super eat, like usually my jam amount changes, so I will just change the grams like this. Okay, you can change the grams. Oh, let me change that back. You can go by, like, say a serving size and just do like 1 serving, 1.5 servings, right? To actually put in the food, super easy. You can scan a barcode if you've got a box, boom, boom, and then, you know, choose a serving size, okay? So say Greek yogurt, for me, a whole container is 500 grams. Say I had 0.25 of a container, or maybe I just had 1 serving. See, it's super simple. But the thing is, obviously, you got to be really exact with how much you had. That's where people go wrong, because they're like, oh yeah, like I just had 1 serving of peanut butter, but you probably didn't. So you can, well, what I do is I just weigh it, and then I know how much of a serving I have, say like cereal, I weigh it, and then I will know what a serving size looks like. But I'm not super exact, especially with veggies. Like, I don't think the general population needs to be super exact, as long as you have like a rough estimate. But the things that are high in calorie, like peanut butter and that kind of thing, chips, not being accurate with those will definitely affect your like total calories, right? And if you're trying to lose weight and you're not, that's probably what's going wrong. So then you can also make a meal, which is what I do sometimes. For instance, like let's put two things together like that, and we're gonna go save as a meal, boom. And then every time you make that meal, say granola or like oats or something like that, you can just do that, which is I don't do that a lot, but like it's a handy thing to do. I normally do recipes though, because I normally cook things myself, like the zucchini slice and that kind of thing. I'll normally do a recipe. So for instance, like here, oat bar, I write exactly what I put in the recipe, and then I do the servings. So this one says I would have made 8 servings, and yeah, it's just a really easy way to keep track. Obviously that's getting like quite specific if you're going to like make a recipe or make a meal, that kind of thing. I don't really weigh things very much anymore. Like sometimes I will if I'm trying to be like really exact with my meals or my recipes, or just like want to kind of refresh, make sure that I'm like on track, because yeah, sometimes it can get a little bit out of hand and then you just like want to pull it in a little bit. So yeah, that's what I do. And then the most important part that I do is I scroll down and I go nutrition, and then here is like a day view, right? So you can see like yesterday yesterday was not a very good day, but you can see here I had like that much protein, like 105 protein, 250 grams of carbs, and fat. That's the really only ones that I look at. I don't really look at anything else. I don't bother with like the vitamins and stuff, because like obviously I'm not tracking exactly. And I mean, personally, I don't think I need that. General population don't really need to bother with that. Maybe things that I would look at is maybe like sodium and fat. But if you're not using the exact things on MyFitnessPal, like if you put in the wrong thing, it could change that. So I personally wouldn't stress about that. But what you can do, and also like daily is not super important, okay? Like obviously you want to be around about, but it's okay to, you want to more look at weekly. Like that's what I will look at more on the week, because your body doesn't just like, you don't just eat more one day and then your body gets fat. It's more of like a weekly basis what's happening. Sorry, I don't know why I'm losing my voice. So you can go here and go week view, and that'll show you the average for the last 7 days. So my protein average 114, carbohydrates 276, fat 77. So my carbs are fine, I guess. Fat's a little bit higher, protein should be a little bit higher. And then if you scroll here and look at calories per day, like that's fine. Week view of that, this is the important one. So as you can see, red is bad, but like it's fine. It's not like the highest number there is 2.8, which is good. Normally, like when I have bad days, the highest number goes up to 3,000. So that's really not bad. Like if you have a bad day, it's not bad, okay? And even if it is bad, it's really not that bad. In the grand scheme of things, one bad day it's fine. Like one hot day doesn't make a summer. Just remember that, okay? I don't know why I got a microphone. So I wouldn't stress, okay? Do not let it get to you, okay? You can't let the numbers win, okay? So my average is 2293 so far. So it says that my goal is 22. So whatever your goal is, you know, that's what that black line is. And then if I go over 22 that day, it'll be red, under is green. So you can see like Monday I ate under, which brought my total down. So even though I've eaten over my calories the last 3 days, I'm still really close to my goal because of Monday. So a lot of people will actually like have less in the weekdays so they can have more in the weekend, because like alcohol and all that. Yes, alcohol has calories, okay? Don't believe it also when it says 0 on there on MyFitnessPal. It's got calories, okay? But it's just a little bit more tricky on how your body like processes alcohol kind of thing. But yeah, that's calories, okay? A lot of calories, especially if you're adding sugary drinks and whatever else, but like that's just a whole other thing, so we're not going to get into that today. Yeah, also keep in mind that there's like a buffer. So am I yelling? I don't know. I've had a lot of caffeine. I've gone to work during filming this, if you can't tell. Am I blurry? So people will have like a buffer. So say I maintain at 2,300 calories, right? If I eat 2,315 calories, my body's not just going to get fat. It's like probably 100 calorie buffer, okay? And also keep in mind that when you eat more, you probably move more. So it kind of balances out, okay? Also when you eat less, you move less naturally. So it also balances out. If you really want to lose weight and you want to track how I track, I would suggest dropping your calories quite a fair bit and making sure that your weekly average is at least like, it's got to be at least like 200 or more calories below your maintenance like calories, okay? So say my maintenance is like, yeah, 2,300, let's say. If I average out to like 2,200 on my tracking app, I'm not going to lose any weight. And just like if I round it up to 2,400, 2,500, I'm probably not going to gain weight either. I'm probably just going to maintain. So if I personally wanted to lose weight, I probably would try and go at least down to 2,000 average or lower. Probably no lower than 1,800 because I'm just like quite active person. So anything below that would not work for me. I would just be dying. But yeah, if I'm at 2,100, 2,200, 2,300, 2,400, 2,500, nothing much is going to happen for me, which is fine. That's kind of what I want at the moment anyway. I'm not really stressed about it. The things to really look out for if you are tracking is like I said, you know, estimating is fine for like general population if you're just trying to maintain. But if you're trying to lose weight, you can't just estimate those high calorie foods because they're so easy to go over. And if you are really trying to lose weight, you're just going to find that you're wasting weeks and weeks of your life not getting anywhere because you need to make it like a very true commitment to drop your calories a lot. That means being specific and accurate with your tracking, and it means, you know, weighing those calorie dense foods. So rather than spending weeks and weeks being like, I want to lose weight, and then like not making a clear effort to, you're just wasting your time. Like you're just like wasting your time, and like so many people do that. And yeah, which is, it's fine to maintain, but don't try and kid yourself and think that you can lose weight without making like a big dent in your calories, because you just, yeah, you're not going to see a big. And also like if you eat less in a week and you're like, yes, I want to lose weight, like I'm killing it, but then you go out on the weekend and eat, you know, all it takes is one day of eating bad to just mean that your calories just even out. So you're just maintaining. So you're spending all week starving, all weekend probably feeling guilty, and then you get nowhere. Like you're just going to maintain. You're better off just 7 days a week maintaining and being happy, or 7 days a week for a short period of time, really making an effort with your calories, dropping in the whole 7 days, and you'll get results very quickly. But no one wants to do that. No one wants to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But yeah, the main reason that I track personally is because it keeps me in control, and it keeps me flexible with being able to, you know, enjoy certain foods without having to worry about gaining weight. People sometimes say that like it's hard to track everything and it takes time, but if anything, I think it saves you time, because if you've planned out your day, you know exactly what calories you're going to have, you know that you're going to hit all your targets, you know that you're going to be able to maintain and enjoy life, then like that's a win-win, surely. Like it, you know, it might take a few minutes to put it all in or whatever, or plan your day, but after that it's smooth sailing and you don't have to stress. Or, you know, for someone that's been overweight, like it's a way that you can enjoy life without the fear of gaining weight. And like some people won't understand that fear, but like a lot of people who are maintaining a weight loss, that's a true fear that they have, that, you know, this meal can make them fat, or all it takes is this to get fat again. And I think tracking just completely takes that fear away, and you never have to be worried. And if you do it for long enough, like, it just becomes normal, and it's not even a big deal at all. So yeah. Also, I think if you're a gym goer and you want to build muscle or maintain muscle, like, tracking is hugely important, especially when you're just learning and wanting to make sure that you hit all your targets. So important. So important. So yeah, I hope that helps clear some things up as to why I bothered to put in my food every day. Sorry, I just spat at the screen. But if you've never done it before, I definitely think do it, so that you can learn about food and learn about all that. And if you want to lose weight, do it. If you want to build muscle, do it. If you're stressed about food, have food guilt, do it. Yeah, I think it suits a lot of people. Some people know, but like most people watching this probably, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that kind of cleared some things up for you and made you more aware of like what I do and why. If you'd like any help with anything, please let me know, because I am now taking clients for my life coaching business. I'm looking for my first clients. Basically, I just want to help people to set goals, achieve goals, just be the best version of themselves ever. And yeah, I would love to help you. So please contact me if that's something that you're interested in. But I'm going to have to go because my battery's about to run out. Thank you. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next week.